Congress speech coming up. I think she was practicing for that. I think the president is also in the race because she told big people, and for me she used big, and then for Priyadarshan she just changed it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Great place to be in after a long time. Great people, great audience, and a great club without saying. And hi, Mr. Bean is really your Today I'll be dealing with a topic about evaluation, and that comes with a disclaimer. I'm not a champion over here. What I'm here to share with you is what I've learned from others, and what has been my experience through this journey. That is what I'll be sharing here. And coincidentally, before I start, I see a couple of people yawning. I hope they'll be awake by the time the session is through. Coincidentally, today is the birthday of the greatest evaluator, manipulator, communicator, Lord Krishna. So, evaluation. Why is it important in Toastmasters? Before I get into that question, I would like to know how many of you in this room are yet to evaluate anyone's speech? That's a good audience. Okay. So I'll blend the topic today, what is the importance of evaluation, and bring along the components which are needed for your contest. So it will go hand in hand. Evaluation is one of the key factors which makes Toastmasters successful, where you improve, how you improve. And if you just take it in another perspective, if you look at it, evaluation is nothing but another table topic. You're given a topic, you come and tell. The difference is, here you come and give it as a speech, which again has got some elements in it. We'll just look at it. Moving on. Okay, I'll just read what the top portion is called. What evaluation is not? Evaluation is not about hitting the people about what is the mistake they have done very badly. Just see to that they get a pay. Evaluation is not about this. This is self-explanatory. Feeling the audience, layer by layer. This is what you did, mistake in the speech. This is what you did. You just rip them apart. You make them cry. No, evaluation is not that. Laughter means some people have experienced it. Evaluation is not absolutely something like you just shout at that person and say, what a stupid speech you have given. You just make them so much, get worried about it, they stop coming to the Toastmasters from that. It's not that. And more importantly, the last point, exaggerate. Someone would have delivered an average speech. You deliver, you make them, you are at the Mount Everest, everything, you just gave them in such a thing. They'll think, okay man, that's it, I am through. I can go onto the stage, I can deliver to thousands of people. Many times we do it. As evaluators, we have to be careful. Okay? Now we shouldn't give wrong examples. If we tell, can I take the liberty of two speakers here, Tejasvi and Shashank, as examples in today's speech? Definitely there will be elements for improvement, definitely there will be things, but it's not something you just praise them, okay, this is wonderful speech, you are all set to go to the contest. I mean, you're not here to give any wrong image over here. This is what absolutely evaluation is not about. So what is evaluation all about? If it's possible, add nutrients to them. Give them care, make them grow. That's what we can do. This is what evaluation is all about. If you can make them grow, that's fine. But leave them at that same place, you are not able to do any value add. Now coming on to this point, styles of evaluation. Once you want to evaluate, what are the different styles which can be incorporated in evaluation? What are these? Laddus, overdose of it. Tejasvi, your speech was wonderful, it's a wonderful speech. This is the best P1 I've ever heard. You just give laddus, laddus, laddus. This is good at P1 level. But you are going to make them diabetic if you don't give them any improvement. This is required if you want to boost up the confidence of someone. They are low on their confidence or they are starting. Yes, that time you just concentrate more on the laddus. You just give it. Second is something which few people will readily agree. Some evaluators love to just find out only the mistakes. For them, they can see a speech, it's only mistakes. Yes, this is also required for serious speakers who are getting onto the contest. If you want to go to the contest, you have to just cover up all your weak bases. So yes, for that it's required. but not in the regular sessions. Okay. So what is the third category? Sandwich. For the people who are just seeing this for the first time, very simple. This is an appraisal. When you step in, the manager will say, you did a very good job. Then what are the mistakes you did? After that, you are a great asset to the team. Right? Anyone who hasn't faced this in the appraisal? So this is the classic example. Our managers have taught us. And the corporates, we know it. See, basically, too much of ladoos is only going to boost the confidence, but you're not going to give any value add. And this is only going to put their confidence down. So it's a mixture of both. So here what you're going to basically do is comment them. Okay, what are the good things you have done? Give what are the recommendations, how they can improve. Wrap it up again with some more good things. So at the end of the evaluation, the person gets a feedback, takeaway, and also knows what are the things to improve and goes happy. So that is what we got. Basically, we are just going to give them a healthy sandwich with which, again, am I boring? That sandwich I get it for you. Sure. Okay. So this is what the objective is. Now this is just a recommendation. This need not be the thing. Ideally in India what we do is, this is the, India I mean the Toastmasters, basically the southern region or any, most of the Asian countries, this is the formula we follow. But in European side and all, what they follow is like, they give comment, recommend, then comment. Like that it just goes. What is the formula? But here you would often find this is the structure which the people tend to follow. And there's one more structure which people also experiment, that is double sandwich. Which is, probably I just use your example, like technology overdose, it is good, but there are some advantages you can report upon it. Your children are your responsibility, but they cannot, you're getting it, right? Like a zigzag kind of thing. I drill a positive, I come to the recommendation, positive recommendation. So this is also one of the structures they follow. Now why am I stressing on this? Apart from this, there can be other things. The main thing is you choose one of the style which suits you. You just have one of the style. Okay, this is what when I'm called to evaluate, I'll have this style. This is the style I'm going to use. The reason is, once you have your style, then putting in things is easier. You will evaluate. Any questions still here? So these are the styles of evaluation. The popular ones, there are many more. You can just choose. And there is one more disclaimer I come with. The defending champion is sitting over there, the president. She is the winner of the evaluation contest. Any questions, you can catch her also. Moving on. At this point, I'll just pause. In a contest, what we need to do. Here, I would just like to differentiate between what happens at a club level and at a contest level. It is similar to the exams what you have taken in your school exams and your college. So Ravi, can you tell what is the difference between a school exam and a college exam?
School exam and copy. College exam, it's more strict.
Okay. Yeah.
For me, school exams, they have a preliminary level of scrutiny, because how much ever you analyze a person's ability, you won't completely say that, okay, you have done this. But when it gets to the college level, the seriousness is a little bit more, and they do put in extra points which you never thought of before at school level.
All of us have taken school exams, right? You did. You are lifting the hand? Okay.
The school level more serious towards the exam, but at the college level it's more like yeah, we some other means of finish of the exams. It's not that serious.
And just on the lighter vein, recently I just know a person who has just completed his bachelor's, and their conflict is whether to go for job or do masters. And until bachelor, nothing has been proved educationally. It has just been scraping through. And the obvious thing is go to job, but that person is bent upon going for higher studies. So they check this Costco. They thought he'll do very good in masters. So we don't know. Do you want to add?
Obviously, school exam.
Yeah, you're Bibu, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, school exam is like cultural. Like we don't know what to do next. The students follow strict learner hours, courses, everything. on college exam we know what we are doing and we expect our results, so that we are little serious rather than school exams.
Okay. Alright. School exam and college exam was basic.
It's my experience that in school it is always in syllabus. College exams are always out of syllabus.
Bang on. Bang on. Exactly, that's the answer I was looking at. Club level, before we saw the P1 and P2, that's the perfect answer. If you just look at that is the elementary level, we think big things. School level, we know the portion. This is the portion, these are the questions. That's it will come from that. College, we don't know. And schools, when we get low marks, we tell it is out of syllabus. That is there. I agree to it. But that is the elementary thing. If you look at it, today we had two speeches, P1 and P2. The objectives were read. The evaluation is based on the objectives. Right? But at the contest level, there are no objectives. You set what is the objectives. Okay, there is nothing told. In the contest, they'll tell one speaker, he'll come and deliver, he or she will come and deliver a speech. There are no objectives. So we are free to determine what are the objectives on which we want to evaluate. At a club level, we are restrained by the objectives which are given in the manual. That is the basic difference. So to come out from this mindset, that is where it differs from the club level evaluation to your contest level evaluation. Okay. So now when we are coming down to this, from here I'll just shift the gears to the contest level. What are the things required in a contest level? So when you are at a contest level, they will give you a paper where you will just be noting down what are the things you feel about a speech. So ideally, you just go ahead and just get to know the speaker name. The person will announce. Why I am putting this as a top? There are cases when sometimes when the speaker's name is not audible to us, or we are not sharp enough to catch it, or we may be sitting far off. Whatever may be the reason. If you are doubtful, better not to tell the speaker name. Because that at least is better than embarrassing by telling the speaker's name wrong. Because I have experienced it. Okay. So the speaker name was Agnel. I went and told, wonderful speech by you, Mr. Angel. And he just looked at me, Agnel. Okay. So that was more embarrassing. Okay. Luckily I got a comeback line. That was a beautiful angle in which you told. Shoveling the words. Okay, you can get it. But not every time it may work. If you are doubtful about the speaker's name, better not to use it. So we have got beautiful, right? Our speaker spoke wonderfully today. We can use it generally. If you don't know the speaker name, avoid it. Same thing goes with the title of the speech. If you don't know the title, leave it out. Because sometimes when they come and tell it, if you catch it, it's fine. If you don't, leave it out. That's it. Don't worry. Then you just try to write down the flow of the speech. Whatever the speaker was speaking, you just try to write it down. What are the points? These are again the recommendations. You can go ahead with your own technique. And over here comes the positives and improvement. These are while the speaker is on the stage and speaking. Okay? So here positives and improvements is something what you want to observe. Some may want to, what they tend to do is like, they just, in the paper they just make it as 4 categories, body language, vocal variety, the content, like that they write it. However you want, or just have it as 2 sheets, like 2 parts, one is like positives, one is improvements. Whatever you want, you just jot it down. Now where it will help, I'll come down. Those will help in your speech analysis. So when you come and give an evaluation, you're going to give about the speech, you are analyzing the speech. So this is where it will help. So once you have these things, okay, once you have written this, where does this speech analysis help? The first point in the speech analysis is I feel. Main reason is many a times speakers come and evaluate that audience found it this way, audience felt this way. How do I know about the audience? I didn't ask you. If I ask everyone, did you enjoy, which speech you enjoyed today? Then I know the answer. I can't assume it. Many a times we tend to tell like audience felt this way. No. Here you are telling what you felt about the evaluation. I felt it this way. I felt this evaluation was good. I felt the speech was good. So whatever you want to tell, you tell it from the perspective I feel. Okay. So that is the main first point. The second point is, once the speaker has delivered the speech, just see what was the message the speaker was trying to tell. Now today we had Shashank delivering the speech. What was the message you felt came out from that speech?
We're missing out of the family connection by using technology.
Okay. Akash, what was the message you felt from Shashank's speech?
Same actually, due to technology we are not spending time with the people.
So the key is technology, correct? What did you feel about her speech? She just introduced herself and spoke. Was there any message you felt in that?
Message like she is very good. She was so that she was good.
Okay. Project 1 speech, you felt any message was there?
I think the same thing. She's still yet.
Don't copy. Copy is the only school.
She's a very bold personality, and she feels nice when she's not overpowered by her sister. So now she has her own
Only one
life.
message. Yeah.
Like, it's about her. So.
True. So now, did you, given a choice, do you think there was a message in the first speech or the second speech? Obvious, right? First speech, it need not give you a message. From second speech onward, there has to be a message. So the speaker who comes and delivers a speech is P2 and above. So definitely there has to be a message in the speech. Why am I stressing this point about message? There was a very top-notch Toastmaster. I was evaluating his speech in the contest, and at the end of it, coincidentally, Ananda was sitting next to me. If you can remember who was it. At the end of the speech, I couldn't understand what was the message the person was trying to tell. That's what I thought. Like, I thought probably I didn't understand it. So when I went and gave the evaluation, I just told the other things. There was one evaluator who came and told, "Sorry, I didn't know what you tried to tell. I didn't understand the message." That person was the first runner. That is also key in the. So it's at the end of, so from project 2 onward, there has to be message in your speech. I missed it out. Okay, that is why I am coming down to the point, the message. Debating champion, you want to add anything? Okay. No message at all? Okay. Next is the content. Whatever we had Shashank and Tejasvi giving was a content in the speech, right? Just see whether that content goes with the message. That's what you are trying to see next. Okay, this is straightforward. Next is just see the speaker has got some style, some humor. Like I would like to tell one of the speaker at Trailblazer, his opening is this way. He just came and told, I had a dream. How many of you are interested in knowing my dream? Some will lift the hand, some won't lift the hand. Right? You told yes, for yes, thank you. No, but still I'll go ahead and tell the dream. Doesn't give a subtle humor. Whether you're interested or not, I am here to tell my dream. See, that was his style. So you just try to see if there's a subtle style in the content or the way they go ahead with it. Next is the obvious part, the delivery. How is their delivery? So once you hear to a speech, these are the things you just try to note it down. Okay. Any questions?
Whether the style what you give the example is a good or bad?
That you decide. As an evaluator, you decide.
No, the speech point of view.
Which the example which I gave,
Yeah.
I felt it's a brilliant one, right? It gives you a humor in your speech. I mean, from my perspective, say here all 5 fingers are not the same, right? So each one can give their own perspective. As an audience, you will have a humor on that day because one person will say you had an excellent body language, another will say you had a worse body language. There will be people, but how do we communicate? How do we put it out across? Okay, and an evaluator is not a judge who knows everything is the best, nothing like that. They're also just trying to analyze from their perspective. Okay, good till here? Any questions or anything? Fine. So now we have written down the notes, we have just come to a conclusion. So this is what till we are in progress. Now you have to deliver your evaluation, right? So what have we done? You have fixed on your style. So whatever is your style, this is what I just given a suggestion. You just pick up your style of evaluation. Next, you have your notes ready, correct? These two are ready. Now what do you do with these two? Based on what is your evaluation style, choose the best points. You have written the positives, you have written the improvements. Out of that, pick the top 3. Top 3 which you feel are the ones which will create the impact. Which are the ones which you have to communicate to the speaker. Okay. So you just choose the best points because you may have 10 points. Choose the top 3 or 4. Mention what is obvious. Okay. This is a very important point. Mention what is obvious. How many of you have seen that Muhammad Katani's speech last year, winning speech 2015? Correct? Wasn't that opening brilliant? That is obvious, right? And 2016 champion, how many of you have seen the speech? I don't know, I leave it to you whether you want to tell that it's a brilliant opening or not. For the ones who have not seen, Search on YouTube 2016 Toastmaster speech, winning speech. I leave it to you. But 2015, at least I can tell, that was a brilliant opening. Same way, this year 2016, the first runner-up, his speech title was 57 words. Can you believe it? 57 words were there in his speech title. I just feel pity for that person who read it out. And after that, he just connected. His opening was this. How many of you enjoyed it? I don't know what was the title, but more doesn't mean everyone understands. That is the message you wanted to convey. That's brilliant. So what is obvious, you need to tell. Okay? And this is one of the reasons I want to tell. There was one more speaker where he came, his opening was he sang a Hindi song. And all the audience started singing. Then immediately he asked, do you have back pain? Do you do yoga? Okay. There's a disconnect, right? I failed to mention that as a disconnect. Well, other evaluators did mention it. What is obvious? So the judges also will evaluate that speaker who are given. So they will also have the points. They try to see whether you are also getting those points or not. So what is obvious? Do mention it. And this is the area I want to just stress upon. Unique points. See, each of us have got some strength. See, probably Meghla may be good at observing someone's body language. Maybe Anupriya may be good at looking at the content. Maybe Vibhu, you may be looking at the stage movement. So each one have got our own strengths. Okay, I have got the strength of not looking at the timer now. He is flashing the red card. Just few more minutes. Now, whatever is your strength, what you are able to observe in the speech, keep as that as your core area. Probably that means you are able to observe something which the other evaluators are not able to observe. Probably your grammar may be good. Okay, let's say like you may take solace in that strength. Okay, so you are comfortable, you are good at looking at those things. So probably look at whether that conveyed or not. Because you can capitalize on it, because that is your strength, maybe others are not tapping on it. And the last one, I just leave it to individual's choice. Usually I have seen evaluators not talking about grammar or pronunciation. We do it at the club level, but at the contest level I have not seen anyone doing it. Because grammar, again, that is left to the people. Pronunciation is something you can avoid because it depends on the place, from wherever people are coming. Say, for example, I can just tell it. Anyone who has studied from schooling, college and all in Tamil Nadu over here? Okay. Okay. Anyone who has studied out and out in Karnataka? Okay. You are lifting hands for both.
No.
You have studied out and out in Karnataka? Okay, you can just close your ears. You should not hear what.
Okay.
What are you sitting on? What are you sitting on? How do you pronounce P-A-R-E-N-T? R-E-N-T. Okay. What are you sitting on?
Chair.
How do you pronounce P-A-R-E-N-T?
P-A?
R-E-N-T.
Parent.
You notice the difference? Anyone who has come from that place, you would pronounce the parent, chair, hair, airport. That is the way to start. And if you are over here from Karnataka, you will be on chair, an airport, parent. There is a stress. And if you are coming from Kerala, a college, a boy, there is nothing wrong with it. Say, there is nothing wrong, but that is the way you have come out with it. And we can't overnight change it. And as long as people can understand, that is fine, right? So that is the way, because pronunciation, you will say, if it is absolutely, you are pronouncing in a wrong way, then it's fine. Coincidentally, yesterday I heard a Project 2 speech. The title of the speech was Buri to Puri. Buri to Puri. So, has anyone heard of Buri? Yes, sir. Who is it? What is Buri? That is Puri, P-U-R-I.
Pronunciation.
B-O-O-R-I. There is a place? Oh, good. I'll go and tell that guy. Oh, okay. Cool.
Some people pronounce Puri as Puri.
Correct. So this is what that guy was doing. He was going and telling in the capital Buri, Buri. So someone told him, this is Puri. He told, as long as I am getting what I want, why I should worry? I'll go and tell that guy. I didn't know that there was a place. Okay. So I just leave it to you because it depends on your educational background. Now, I'll come down to the point. The first one, why I am just telling, you may have observed 10 points and 20 improvements. Why you need only the top ones? The answer is here. Because you just have 180 seconds in the contest. Okay? And in 180 seconds, like the Project 2 speech what you gave today, so you have an opening, a body and a summary. Okay? You have to wrap it up. Okay? And this becomes a mini speech. This is what I was telling you. Evaluation is nothing but again it's a mini speech for you. So you just have an opening, a body and a conclusion. And you just choose. These are just a recommendation. Okay, how you want it to be. So there has to be an opening and a summary. So that takes away your this time, and positives and improvements will take over discussion. So how you want, you just take it. So that is why I told pick up your top points. What are the most evident ones which will give value add to the speaker? Like, okay, here, any questions? Toppers, any questions? Toppers, you are.
Is there any limit while suggesting the improvements? We should limit only to a
Nothing, your time. See, the reason is each point you have to tell why also. I just use your, I need few more minutes. President, can I? Or I need to wrap it up?
Yeah.
3:30.
3:30.
3:30. We have to finish.
Five more minutes. Is it?
Yeah, done. Okay. Because we are mixing Q and also you give me some liberty. See, for example, let me just tell you. Tejasvi speech. If I just tell, you are very fast. Okay, I just tell you, the rate of speech was very, so I have to give an example. Due to my dad's illness, I had to go back to, you have to tell why also. Okay, so you need 10-20 seconds for each point. You are free to do it, but it's not like politicians hit and run. Your voice modulation was not there, your this was, you have to tell where, why. You have to be explaining also. That is where, because here the objective is we want them also to know what is the alternative. So same way, if you want to give a improvement area, you have to tell what are the improvement areas. Ananda, if you have to give one improvement area to P2 speech, what it will be?
A little more practice. It was a little bit flow stuck.
That he can't demonstrate now. There's some other point.
That's it.
That's safe one. President.
At times, he was using his hand gestures to convey a point, but they were coming back and getting clasped. So he can be more conscious.
So that can be demonstrated. Any points for P1? What?
I don't want to copy again. The only thing in my mind is rate of speech.
No, that's why this is a different one, right? That's okay. And officers all copying. Anything which you can think as an improvement area for either one of the speeches, P1 and P2. You heard both, right? Okay. So this is one more area where I want to bring. You can't copy other evaluators because there will be a check, you will be outside, so you wouldn't know what the other speakers are speaking. Okay. Sure. So this is the whole thing. So you just got a 180 seconds plus the 30 seconds of buffer time, but this is the whole thing. Any questions? Done? So this is what you will do for your evaluation. Now just quickly coming down to the point, in a contest there are 4 categories on which the points are based. What do you think would be the category for which 40 points are allocated? Observation. Akash? Some category, people give a speech, right? In that speech, the judges will be marking the score. What do you think 40 marks could be for? Content? Apology?
The points.
You are also apology? Okay.
Points you are showcasing for the merits and
Showcasing, okay. Yeah. No, tell something. In the speech, someone gives a speech, what are the things you think should be highlighted? What is that which carry a maximum weightage?
the speech should be louder and attracting the audience.
Okay. What is the analytical quality? Okay. Now at this juncture, I'll say if you want more in-depth analysis of this, you should register for the Saturday. You'll be happy. For the Saturday, there is an event happening. You just check with the president what it is. The ones who are not registered, there you will get to know in-depth analysis of this. If I talk more, then timer of the day will, the Toastmaster of the day will come and teach me. The next one comes to the recommendation. Obviously, that sandwich, you have the recommendation. And the third one is the technique what you use. Okay. So these are the things. What would be the last one? That's pretty much what it would be for.
Delivery.
I think most of it.
Yeah, one more is pending, no?
Positive, positive feedback.
Positive, okay. Okay. Simple, straightforward.
Balance.
Your speech, what are the three things structuring what you did?
Analysis of key points.
You need to summarize. This is one area that people lose out a big time in the contest. Because we just feel we have got the positive, we have given the recommendation, with that it's over, unless you summarize it. Okay, where you give the positives and the recommendations. You just gave a wonderful speech, we just spoke about the technology, your body language could be improved. Like that, you just wrap it up, whatever it is. So this is what it will give you. Hey, my photo is coming. So this is what it is. So summary, in summary, go ahead, have your own style of evaluation, feel free, you are free, you go ahead, whatever is your style of evaluation you want to do, sandwich, burger, whatever you want, you do it. Okay, so have your own style of evaluation, have your notes, this is just a recommendation, what you want to track during the contest, speech, do it. So with that, once you have your style, if it is sandwich, you know what are the positives will go, what are the recommendations will go, what are the, again, the recommendations and all. So just summarize it up, and with that you are ready. You can just give your speech. Finally, our objective is to just pull up the speaker, not to pull him up. We just extend the hand, give our recommendations, just to pull them up to go to the next level. Thank you.